Good afternoon. This is News at 2, live from Wisdom Yard Television. I am Ladoja'S Adilere. Here are the news headlines. She lived a fulfilled life, Oyo Senator Alli Mourns Ladoja'S wife. Abiodun approved 77,000 naira as minimum wage in Ogun. Now the news in details. The lawmaker representing Oyo South Senatorial District at the National Assembly, Barrister Sharafuddin Abiodun Ali, has declared that Mrs. Tinuade Ladoja, one of the wives of the former governor of the state, Senator Rashidi Adewolu Ladoja, lived a fulfilled life. Ali made this declaration via a statement made available to Daily Post on Tuesday. Daily Post gathered that the deceased died at the age of 71. She died in Lagos on Monday. Ali, in a statement signed by the Special Advisor on Media Hakeem Abbas and made available to Daily Post on Tuesday in Ibadan, the state capital, said that the deceased lived a fulfilled life. He described the death of Mrs. Ladoja as a painful loss to the entire Ibadan land and Oyo State. The lawmaker said that the deceased was a devoted member of the Pastoral Council of the Celestial Church of Christ, where she played an influential role. Ali expressed heartfelt condolences to the Ladoja family, particularly Oba Rashidi Ladoja, who must bear the weight of losing a beloved spouse. As a wife, mother, and religious leader, Mrs. Tinuade Ladoja's legacy of service, compassion, and dedication will forever remain in the hearts of those she touched. I urge the family to find solace in the fact that she lived a life of purpose and commitment to God and humanity. Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has approved the sum of 77,000 naira as the minimum wage for the lowest worker in the state, and the payment takes immediate effect. The decision was reviewed after a meeting between Governor Abiodun, represented by the Secretary to the State Government SSG Mr. Tokunbo Talabi, and the leadership of the organized labor in Ogun State, comprising the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC, Trade Union Congress TUC, and the Joint Negotiating Council JNC to discuss the implementation of the new minimum wage. The governor, who spoke through the SSG, said that no worker in the state should earn less than 77,000 naira starting from the month of October. Prince Abiodun said his administration means well for the people of the state and has proactively taken steps to further ameliorate the suffering of the people. The governor said he is in touch with the organized private sector to take a cue from the minimum wage policy, and their workers are not exempt from the economic realities in the country, to improve the living standards of people in the state holistically. He noted that as such, the private sector should dialogue with the relevant stakeholders to arrive at a commensurate minimum wage for the sector, while he will set up a monitoring team to see how it is implemented by the private sector to ensure no one is shortchanged. On his part, the state NLC chairman, Comrade Ahmed Benko, said the organized labor in the state is very pleased with the governor having approved the 77,000 naira in consultation with the labor leaders, which today is the highest in the country. Benko noted that some states that have implemented the new minimum wage are paying 70,000 naira, while some pay 70,250 naira or less, adding that the other sectoral salaries will be affected accordingly. He also mentioned that the government has graciously approved the submission of labor that the new basic salary should not be taxed. In the same vein, Comrade Hakeem Lasisi of the TUC and his counterpart Comrade Issa Olude of the JNC commended the government for being worker-friendly, while he noted that consequentially adjustments for pensioners and other matters will be announced after due consultation with the relevant stakeholders. In reaction, Ogun State Head of Service Mr. Kehinde Onosoya said the approval of the generous minimum wage for workers underscores the responsiveness and sensitivity of the governor and the government to the plight of the workers and the general populace of the state. Onosoya expressed optimism that the gesture by the government will further boost the morale of the worker in committing themselves to the implementation of the government policies. Before the news comes to an end, here are the headlines once again. She lived a fulfilled life, Oyo Senator Alli Mourns Ladoja'S wife. Abiodun approved 77,000 naira as minimum wage in Ogun. Thank you for staying tuned. I am Ladoja'S Adilere.